Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over a couple different hip stretches to maximize mobility, improve flexibility. So go ahead and get your mat and let's get started. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and we're going to kind of bring the heels towards the pelvis. You may actually benefit from putting a couple of blocks underneath those knees, right, for support. We're going to inhale and we're going to exhale. We're going to just lean forward to our own degree. Now, some people come all the way down to the earth. Some people don't get there. It's okay. If you want, you can use some blocks here. You can stack your blocks and you can bring your forehead down. The goal is to really allow the body to naturally soften and relax into the pose a little further and a little further. And it takes a different amount of time for each person to sort of settle into. It's all beautiful. It's all medicine. It's all working. And so go at your own pace. But this pose is a winner. Second pose that we're gonna move into is half fire log pose. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna extend the left leg out long right in front of us. We're gonna keep a flex in those left feet. We're gonna take the right ankle, we're gonna place it on top of the left knee, and we're gonna just go ahead and roll that right hip down. Okay, and you can put a block underneath that right knee. I like here to do a little bit of a forward fold. I find that it helps amplify the stretch. It's really up to you guys to decide how deep and how far you want to go into the pose. Take a couple of blocks and to stack your blocks and to allow that head to hang, right? Because the goal is to stay here for several minutes. As long as you can, stay in it. You do whatever feels good for you, but I suggest that you stay in it at least 3 minutes, especially if you're just starting and you're just kind of, this is new for you. You're not used to stretching. You're like, and it feels funny to stretch. It feels tight. It feels stiff. There's atrophy. We really want to start developing that good habit. We want to start learning to do that maybe a few times a week, if not, more every evening or whatever, You do the same thing on the other side. So when you're done with that, you can just shake out the legs and just allow that blood to rush through the knee. Take a breath here. There's no rush. Stretching, static stretching is all about relaxing into it. So we don't want to be super tense when we're doing our stretch because you're not going to get the soft tissue underneath the top muscles, right? So as we relax and as everything, the outer edges of the body start to soften, start to relax into it, we can go deeper and deeper and deeper and go, straight to the bone almost. So that's what we're looking for, okay? So the other side, you're gonna extend that right leg out long, keep a flex in the toes. You're gonna take the left ankle, place it on top of the right knee. And again, you're gonna roll that outer left hip forward and down. If you want to put support underneath that knee, feel free. Go ahead and bring your blocks, stack them, and relax the head down onto the blocks. And you can stay like that happily. You can have the TV on in the background if you want. And stay the same amount of time on each leg. When you're done, again, you can just extend those legs out long. You can give a nice little bounce in the legs and just sort of take a breath here. Now we'll move on to our next pose. Another option is frog pose. So it looks exactly like this. So knees spread. We want to have our toes pointed to the side though, like a frog. So we want to have the insides of the feet resting on the earth. And this is what it looks like, nothing fancy, but it does the trick. If you want, you can always make a pillow with your forearms and you can bring the head down. Or you can go ahead and you can take a block and you can hold the block here, rest the forehead down, whatever makes you feel good. You can have a pillow there if you like. You don't have to use anything if you don't want. If you need padding under the knees, feel free. You can always double up your mat. You can always double your mat like this. Or you can go ahead and you can take a blanket and you can just roll it and place it right under your knees. You get into the pose to your own degree. right? Everybody's different, and you stay here as long as it feels good. Okay, so the next pose that we can get into is deer pose. This is what it looks like. We go ahead and we take our shin and we make it flush to the top of the mat. We're gonna take our back leg and we're gonna keep our knee and our ankle in line at a 90-degree angle. And this is it. And we're sitting up nice and tall. If you'd like to go further into the pose, you can always go ahead, take a big inhale, reach with that chest. Exhale, we'll go ahead and forward fold here. You can make a pillow with your forearms. You can bring the forehead down and you can stay here as long as is comfortable. I suggest several minutes. Okay, guys, so this is what it looks like when you're coming out of the pose. You can go ahead and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. It should feel pretty good. And then when you're ready, you can just flip to the back of the mat, do the exact same thing, other side. All right, and then you can inhale, exhale, you can find your forward fold, and that's it. Okay guys, so the next pose that we're going to look at is supported bridge pose. And this is great to stretch out those hip flexors, especially if you've been training them and they're sore. We really want to kind of stretch them out. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come to the earth. Come all the way down. Grab your yoga block. We're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale those hips high. We're going to place the block. You have several different heights on your block. You can have it at the lowest height. Maybe this feels really good. Place it underneath the sacrum for a full support. Or if you want to go a little deeper, you can put it to the medium height and then rest the sacrum on it like that. Or if you want, you can go ahead and inhale up onto the tippy toes and you can come to the highest height. And again, you might want to just tuck the shoulders underneath here and allow the hands to be wherever is comfortable, right? Maybe it feels good to keep your arms alongside the body. Maybe it feels good to sort of have your hands resting on your belly. Or maybe it feels good actually to clasp elbows and go ahead and bring the arms overhead and create like a box around the face. That's an option as well. But wherever you are, we want to go ahead and we want to breathe into the belly here. And we really want to allow just everything to relax. We want to stay here again for several minutes, 5 to 7 if you can, 10 if you can. This is great medicine. And then to come out of the pose when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale hips high. And then we're going to exhale, move the block. Bring the hips down, and then we'll go ahead and we'll bring the knees into the belly, and we're just going to roll the lower back to the mat. And then when you're ready, we can come on up. And it looks like that. Another great pose, you guys, is pigeon pose. So we'll go ahead, for the sake of getting in it, we'll go ahead and we'll come to a tabletop. We'll tuck the toes. We'll come into a down dog. We'll inhale, left or right leg high, whichever one you want to start with is fine. And then exhale, we'll go ahead and bring the left shin, I'm using the left shin, towards the top of the mat, and we'll kind of slide into our pigeon pose. Now you can stay up here, guys, if you want, and if you want a little more medicine, you can go ahead and you can drop the forearms down. You can completely bring the head all the way down to the earth, depending on what's feeling good for you right now. Hey guys, I hope that helps. I hope that you're able to incorporate these stretches into your self-care routine at least 2 or 3 times a week. Let me know how it goes in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.